As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him. And as Jesus reclined at a table in the house, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and were reclining with Jesus and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw this, they said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" But when he heard it, he said, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy and not sacrifice. For I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." In Jesus' day, it was the Pharisees that Jesus encountered in Matthew 9 that established the behaviors that indicated what it meant to be spiritually healthy. In their culture, the focus was more on following rites and rituals along with achieving a certain social status. In other words, it was a different manifestation of what we typically see around us today, but it was still a religion rooted in some kind of sacrifice or work on our part. Moreover, much like the judgmental attitude displayed by many in our world who display a morality or socially driven view of following God, the Pharisees in Jesus' day looked down with scorn on those who didn't meet their standards of spiritual health. And then Jesus shows up, and he begins to call the very people who don't count according to the mainstream religious views and invites them to be in a relationship with him. As the turmoil ensues over this remarkably gifted teacher who frolics with the sickly cast-offs, his approach is challenged, and he responds with the powerful words that reveal something both about ourselves and his purpose in our world. Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. While it would be hard to argue that Jesus thought the self-righteous Pharisees were spiritually healthy and had no need for his grace, it could be argued that until people are aware of the basic reality that they're sick, they see no point in going to the doctor who can truly make them well. According to Jesus, God isn't about the things we do to make our lives look healthy. According to Jesus, God isn't impressed by our obedience to rituals, or our moral groundedness, or our compassion. God, first and foremost, doesn't demand that we do things to make us appear healthy. Rather, he calls us to realize that we are sick and in need of the only doctor who has the ability to cure us. Then, as we find ourselves aware of this reality, much like he did with the sinners and tax collectors of his day, those people who were all too aware of their sickness and had simply resigned the hope of ever being healthy, Jesus comes to us, dines with us, and calls us to follow him, because he has declared us to be healthy.